everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another week of daily energy draws. We are still in the energy of the Lionsgate Gateway, the Lionsgate Portal. And if you're feeling like me, it actually didn't hit me until today. I am feeling exhausted, I am feeling a little bit run down, feeling major energy waves come in. The reason why we're a little bit delayed, I usually have these dailies up early in the morning for you guys. The reason we're a little bit delayed is I took my shower, I was ready, I was getting ready to work, and all of a sudden I just felt drained. And so I had to go back to bed, and I slept for like 2.5 more hours. And what was interesting about that was not just the dreams, but I felt my entire body vibrating. It felt like I felt the waves of energy just coming through. There were light codes coming in. Actually seeing light language. I've been speaking light language, which I will share. I'm getting called to share more and more. I will share soon, but I was actually seeing light language. And in my dream state, I was becoming more and more aware of that multidimensionality, becoming more and more aware of where I'm traveling to, almost like lucid dreaming, what was actually healing and what was clearing, and the work that I was doing while I was actually in dream state. So a lot happening today, a lot happening. You might be experiencing this as feeling fatigued, drained. You might be having some throat chakra activations, I'm hearing, clearing, some throat clearing, a call to express yourself more, call to express your emotions more, a call to express your sovereignty more, a call to express just your essence more, that essence being love, call to express from that state of love. You might be having physical symptoms. In the Lionsgate energy reading, I had channeled, some might be experiencing like twitching or muscle spasms, things like that. Activations within your crown chakra, your third eye opening even more. Might feel like a Kundalini awakening as well, is also what I've been hearing. It might feel like a Kundalini activation. So really, really interesting energies coming in. The Lionsgate energy peaked on 8/8, but we're still in that energy through to the 12th and even a little bit after. Remember, energy is just energy. Energy is residual. It doesn't go by time frames. It doesn't go by timelines, but the energy will be kind of felt over this next week, but especially through the 12th of August here. Take the messages how and when they resonate for you. If you're not coming in and seeing these videos during the month of August, then just take the messages how they resonate for you. That's what it's all about. These messages are meant to be timeless. Okay, so we are here. We are here and we are doing this. I was actually called to some decks that are oldies but goodies. I've had these for a very long time. I don't read a lot with oracle cards anymore. If you guys notice, I don't read a whole lot with cards anymore. A lot is just being directly channeled now. But I think what I'm going to do as a treat later on this week for the Sacred Union Energy Update, I think we're going to do an oracle reading. I'm called to do that, so let me know how you guys feel about that. I think we're going to, maybe put the tarot aside for this week and just get some oracle cards as a little bit of a treat. I have many decks, so it'll be nice to put them to use again. Okay, so today we're going to use the Archangel Oracle cards, and we're going to see what message we have here today. Stay tuned to Instagram, Facebook, and here on the channel I will have some updates and some exciting news going on this week for you guys. So make sure that you stay tuned to all of my social media platforms so that you don't miss a beat. I am also open again to readings of all types. So feel free to book with me. I have openings throughout I think the last month of August I have some openings. I'm also available for some emergency readings. I have some time slots available for that as well. So feel free to reach out to me. All of my services are available on susandonspiritual.com. It's been a while since I've said that, so feel free to go ahead and check all of that out if you're interested in a personal reading. An in-depth personal reading, I should say. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for today? Today is the 10th, Monday, August 10th. Let's see what we have as a message from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know today for Monday, August 10th? I will say that the energy feels a lot lighter. Do make sure that you check out both Lionsgate readings. We did a full moon and Lionsgate reading and a Lionsgate reading on 8/8. Really powerful energies coming in through both of those. And I do feel like there have been some major shifts and transformations, both within yourself, within the energy for you, and for your counterpart and your relationship as well. So really, really powerful stuff coming in, and the energy does feel much, much lighter, much, much calmer. Almost like we have been through a major storm, and we're feeling now the calming, the settling energy of that. Okay. All right, Spirit. Let's keep bringing in messages and visions. It's almost they want to. Okay, so it's almost like, after a storm, you take a step back and you kind of survey the damage, you survey the debris. It's almost like that energy that's coming in is taking a step back to survey where you've been, where you were, and how you can keep rebuilding. And that's what's actually happening on a macro level with the world as a whole. There's been a lot of destruction, a lot of dismantling. And so what we're actually doing now is a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a breather, which I've been channeling for the past few weeks, past few months. A little bit of a pause, a little bit of a breather in order to step back and survey the landscape as it is and say, okay, now how do we need to take the next step forward to create? You can take that for your sacred union as well. You can take that for your own life as well. That's what's happening on a grander scale, but you can take that as it resonates. If something has felt like it was destructive or dismantled in your world, now it's almost like, okay, the energy has settled, that foundation has been rocked. Now you're rebuilding, and so you're called to take a step back and see, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to build now? What do you actually want your life to look like? Because this is your chance. It's your chance for you to look at everything in your life, reevaluate it, and create now from this conscious mindset. So I feel like that was a really important and powerful message there. Okay, Spirit, let's get to an actual card here. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Victory. Oh, I love it. It says, Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Yes, exactly. Give me a second. Let me look at the bottom of the deck. Peace. Yes. And we have Archangel Chamiel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Oh my gosh, I love this. Because yes, this is what it feels like. It feels like, okay, you've been through the storm, you've been through the battles, you've been through the destruction and dismantling. And yes, it might still seem like that's what's happening in your physical 3D world. But remember, the physical 3D world is a projection. It is a hologram of everything that you hold within. So as you're going through this dismantling of old patterning and old programming, conditioning, beliefs, as you're redefining that and yourself into more love, into more peace, what's happening is you're changing your inner world, which will then reflect on the outer world. And the more people who do this, the more we're actually leveling up into that fifth dimensional consciousness and creating in our physical reality that new world, that new earth. And so you're going to start experiencing that in your physical reality. Now you're going to start experiencing this victory, they're saying. You're going to start experiencing this success. But what's actually happening first is a settling, a time to kind of pause and reflect on everything that you've been through, everything that you've healed, everything, how you've evolved, how you've grown. You can take that as the world, you can take it individually on your own growth journey, you can take that with your counterpart, but it's a time just to take a step back. It's almost like, what they're telling me is, it's like when you're building a house. Sometimes you have to go over the blueprints a couple of times throughout the process just to make sure everything is still in alignment, everything is still adding up, because as the process is going about, things can change, things can transform. Maybe you don't want a closet there, maybe you want the closet here, maybe you want it to be bigger, maybe you want it to be smaller. That's the metaphor, but as you are going through this growth process, you're recognizing that as you're changing, so is your views, so is your very self, your dreams, your goals. And so it's kind of a pause to take a step back and say, okay, I've been walking this path for so long. Now I can take a pause and make sure this is still the direction I want to be going, or do I want to kind of alter it a little bit? And it's not veering off the path. You're just changing how you want that path to look like. That's you being a conscious creator. Knowing that you don't have to, if you had one belief, you don't have to stick to that belief. If you had one plan, you don't have to stick to that plan. They're singing the Beatles to me now. It's John Lennon saying, what's that quote about? Life is that thing that happens when you're busy making other plans. That's it. That's just it. It's like if you're so stuck and narrow-minded, just focused on one path, you're not opening yourself up to possibilities. You're not opening yourself up to potential. You're not opening yourself up to soul. That's the mind that is just so singularly focused, when the heart really truly wants to be expansive and say, oh, this is limitless. I don't have to be so focused on this is where I was headed. I can take a detour. I can take the scenic route, kind of. It's almost like they're saying, reevaluate what you thought you wanted from this next level that you're at. Reevaluate where you wanted to go and see if there's another way that you can get there. Look at what it is that you're creating and see if that's still how you want to create it, because the universe is guiding you. The universe is continuing to help you. So they're asking you to just, take a step back and take a breather, take a pause, and look at where you've been, look at what you had created from those previous manifestations, and see, okay, what is it that you actually want to create? Are you wanting to be on that same path, or do you want to create something different? Do you want to create something new? This is the point. This is your choice point. This is the place where you get to decide consciously for yourself, from the heart space, from your true wants and dreams and desires, what your soul actually wants. This is when you get to decide what it is that you want to manifest. And it's especially potent with this Lionsgate energy. This Lionsgate energy is all about creating the new, building the new, all about manifesting the new from this place of conscious creation. And so your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Victory is going to be granted. Victory is going to be yours, and you are being supported on this journey. So have faith. Just take a moment, take a step back, and say, okay, is this really what I want? And move forward with that idea in mind of, this is actually what I want. This is where I want to go. You're still walking in your path. As long as you're following your intuition, as long as you're following your heart space, you're still walking the path that you're meant to be walking on. But it might be different from when you had envisioned in the past. Because you're different. You're not that person that you were in the past. You're not that soul. You've grown as a soul. You've evolved as a soul. You're not that same version of yourself that you were in the past. So allow yourself to change. Allow your vision to change. Allow that expansion to take place. And know that you are being supported, and you will find victory as long as you're following your intuition, as long as you're leading from the heart space, as long as you're following what it is that your soul is actually asking for. Okay? Wow, really, really powerful messages coming in today. All right, you guys, this energy is very, very strong. Make sure that you are very compassionate to yourself, that you're taking care of yourself. Rest when you need to. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay grounded. I am sending you so much love, so much light, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.